Hey everybody, it's your girl Faye Renee with Reviews with Faye Renee. I'm back with a movie that was on the cutting floor when the pandemic hit. It's a great movie and I wanted to finish the review. So the first part is present. It's me talking now. Post-apocalyptic state of America. So we're in the pandemic deep. We're not at the apex. Today I'm going to review or finish the review of The Invisible Man. Tell you at the outset, Invisible Man is now showing on paid cable, on demand, or whatever you have, but it's going for an exorbitant rate of $19.99. So if you decide to watch The Invisible Man, whomever's in your household, try to watch it all at once, to get your money's worth. $19.99 is pretty high. They're doing that because they can't get you to go to the movies at $19 or $15 a pop. So here we go with the review of The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man was released in 1933, the original, and it's been a long time sci-fi horror fan favorite for years and decades. And through 1944, there have been 5 Invisible Man movies to date. The Invisible Man 2020 was directed by Leigh Whannell, and it was taken from the original story by H.G. Wells. Okay, the new Invisible Man, in one word, fantastic. It is fantastic. Invisible Man is headlined by Elisabeth Moss. She plays the main character, Cecilia, and I knew it would be a winner when I saw she was starring in it. It also stars Oliver Jackson as Andrew Griffin, the Invisible Man. So Andrew Griffin is Cecilia's sicko ex-fiance. He's very abusive, but he's also a really extraordinarily smart, brilliant scientist. There are 2 other key roles. There's Emily Cass, who is Cecilia's sister, played by Harriet Dyer. And the Invisible Man's brother, a slimy attorney named Tom Griffin, is played quite well by Michael Dorman. First off, the cinematography was out of this world. It was beautiful, particularly the scenes where Cecilia and her boyfriend reside. Their home is located in what seems an unreachable, far-off destination in Sydney, Australia. It's beautiful and it's located oceanside with one lonely stretching highway that leads to and from the property. This is a spoilers review, guys. If you don't want to know what's going to happen, turn off now. The Invisible Man is a pulse-pounding thriller. The opening scene comes on at a 10. Cecilia has doped her boyfriend Andrew with diazepam, and she feigns sleeping next to him before she gets out of the bed and sneaks around to pack her belongings. She wants to finally run away from this sadistic, woman-beating, abusive man. As Cecilia creeps through the house, she's very careful, avoiding all of the modernized alarm systems. Remember, this guy's a scientist. And you could cut the intensity with a knife. Finally, she makes it to the highway where her sister Emily is coming along down that lonely stretch of road to pick her up. Just as Cecilia gets in the car to be whisked away from all this brutality, Andrew shows up. I almost had a heart attack when he showed up. Such an intense moment. Cecilia and her sister do manage to escape the grasp of Andrew, but all is far from well. The next thing you know, Cecilia's being notified that Andrew, of all people, her fiance, her ex-fiance, has killed himself. He's committed suicide. He slit his wrist. And she's being notified by the authorities and also his sicko, slimy brother, the attorney, Tom Griffin. Now here's the catch. Andrew has evidently killed himself and left $5 million to Cecilia. Why would he do that? After she left him and hurt his feelings and he killed himself. But there was a caveat to it, of course. She could get the $5 million, then they started giving it to her in payments as long as she remained sane, wasn't doing anything crazy, strange behavior, or, then of course she wouldn't know how to spend it and she would forfeit it. So all this news is delivered by the slimy brother, of course. It's funny how he's an attorney. Woohoo! Anyway. Well, you already know that does not bode well. It doesn't play out the way Cecilia would like, of course. As her tricky yet brilliant boyfriend, ex-boyfriend Andrew, has devised a plan to continuously torture Cecilia and have her go mad, or seemingly go mad, so she won't ever reap the benefits of the money and of his death. And by God, it really works well for him. This man was so smart, he connives her and all of her friends and all of the cops, the authorities, everyone into believing that Cecilia's crazy. Because after all, my God, he's invisible. No one can see or detect him but Cecilia. And this movie is on point. It's on fire. He has her sister and her best friends all thinking she's crazy and delusional. I mean, Cecilia does not know what to do. Her best friend also, by the way, is a cop, James Lanier, who's played by superfan Aldous Hodge. And the daughter is played by the gorgeous and talented Storm Reed. Okay, everybody, I'm sorry to tell you, the plan worked. He tortured that poor woman Cecilia so bad she was nuts. Elisabeth was so believable. She was so delusional and crazy that they committed her. Now, you know that bastard went to the place where she was committed and tortured her some more. Now, here's the big twist. Here is the super duper spoiler. Now, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, Mr. Andrew, Mr. Invisible Man, something happens that even he didn't foresee, Mr. Smartass Scientist. Cecilia is pregnant with his child, and he wants it, and he wants her. So they have to eat crow. So the lawyer, the slimy lawyer, goes to visit her and tells her what she's been wanting to hear. Yes, that motherfucker, excuse me. Yes, he's still alive. He's been playing Mr. Invisible with her life. He wants her back and the child. Now just start acting right. We can get you out of here. And you go back to him and had a baby. Of course she agrees. There's a lot more I'm not going to tell you, but I had to tell you that. You've got to see this movie. The Invisible Man. This movie is a high-speed chase from moment one to the end. It is a perfect thriller. I mean, they need to have a category in the Oscars for thrillers, I think, and horror movies, but they do need other movies than the best picture. Sometimes the best picture is the best picture per category, like the best horror picture, the best thriller. This is the best thriller, I think, of 2020. We'll see what else is in the pot. But so far, this has got it. Hands down, The Invisible Man. There are so many moments of, oh my God, did that just happen? Or you are fucking kidding me moments. That's a thriller. And to top it all off, this movie sends a huge fist pump, yes, to the Me Too movement. It validates women in abusive relationships and how no one believes them. You know, the man doesn't have to be invisible, but sometimes they act like he is. Harvey, where are you? Oh well, forget that. It goes without saying, Invisible Man is a must-see. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Get there soon before it goes poof and it's invisible. I couldn't pass up that corny joke. Okay, guys, this is Faye Renee signing off. Please let me know if you go see Invisible Man, what you think in a comment. That's it, that's all. And please check out my new website. I have blog posts on there and all sorts of new things. That's www.reviewswithfayerenee.com. And whatever you do, tell somebody. Tell somebody, tell somebody. And you can always subscribe at YouTube for free.